Oh my god, when you hear this intro and see this intro, then it's our most favorite show on a Friday. Virgin Galactic Fridays, and welcome to a new episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification bell to be informed about every single day's new video, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram. With that said, let's dive into today's topic, and those are fire, guys, okay? Absolute fire, because we will talk about the space stock performance. We will look into the stock chart, and finally we will talk about why those 5 secret reasons there could be which could make space stock fly. Do you remember the FAA license day when we get the license and nobody expected it? And the stock went like 40% up. Yes, this kind of days I'm talking about, and this will be our last category in the vlog, so make sure to stay tuned and let's go. So leading into the Q2 earnings, we pretty much had a good week. I mean, since Monday we gained about, about 6%. Okay, this was on Wednesday about 3%, then Tuesday was a very bad day, -6%, then a small recovery to -1%. Monday was pretty good with around 3%. So you see, like, the trend is rather going up. We will see what we can see in the stock chart itself, but you can see here that this is something very, very important to see that, it seems like every small recovery, space is one of those companies that get 2 to 5% upwards, potential. And when we talk about the stock chart, it will be important what will happen now with the 50 moving average, the technical factor. That is one of the most important one, okay? But looking into the space stock here, you see that the market cap of around $7.5 billion, in my personal opinion, is very low, considering that the entry barriers for new companies is very, very high. Volume is a little bit low currently, right? I mean, we had some days that were super, super crazy, and going here a little bit further, the 52 weeks low was at $14.27, and the 52 weeks high was at 62.8, which was fantastic, right? And I know what you're thinking, oh, I should have sold and so on, but you never know, right? I was also thinking the other day when the stock went up 40%, should I sell? But then, think about how you thought at that moment. You thought like, wow, there's still the Richard Branson announcement. There's still the Richard Branson fly. The stock will go up 100%, right? So this didn't happen, but still, this is a long-term play. This is a very, very potential company, and it will be a much bigger multiple from there. So I like to be invested into that. So let's see what the stock chart is telling us. But before that, I would like to talk about something very, very interesting as well. Let's talk about GSX, the partners of mine that I really, really appreciate, because if you are in the crypto scene, then you have so much unserious and unbacked, very low quality projects, but this one is a really big one, guys. I know the team, I'm in contact with them. Steven, the CEO, is just traveling around Africa to get the assets backed to this currency, and if you never heard about it, let's dive into it, because in a bear market, maybe this is something that you would like to have a little bit of your portfolio in this cryptocurrency. Okay, so first of all, the Apollo FinTech is a very known company. Okay, they do governmental projects, they make blockchain projects, they were successfully launching multiple currencies that also exploded already. But the most important part is that I can tell you, because I'm in contact with them, how they really work. They are hardworking. They have a huge team in South Africa. They're having, a CEO that is really, really behind this project since many, many years. So what you want more? Actually, yes, you want more, obviously. Then let me give you a little bit more, okay? So if you go in the link of the description, you will get, not only the GSX, but you also get the chance to win cars. They have a great competition. They have actually the whole concept built around benefiting you. Okay, let me explain. So usually you have coins or currencies that are backed by the big vision that people just spend more on this currency, and it's going more and more. It's kind of a very low, concept in my personal opinion, and pretty much it's like, not working in most cases, okay? But in case of GSX, you have an asset that is backing the value of the coin. So actually, they are growing the assets with new mines, with gold, with physical gold actually, and this gives the coin a huge value because each coin represents, with the power of blockchain, a value that is behind this currency. So they are planning to increase the value from 3.2 billion to many more billions in the near future, which means, according to their roadmap, in just 3 years. So I think it's an interesting project. Check it out, link it to the description, and let's go back to the vlog. It's pretty much obvious here if you're looking into the big picture here, right? If you're zooming out, you see that the overall trend is up. There's a channel, a multi-year channel that is showing us where Virgin Galactic is going, okay? With time, the stock, even when trading on the lower end of this, channel, would be in 2022 or 2023 somewhere around 40, 50. This is a, 50% growth, okay? So even when, let's say, we anticipate the lowest growth in value for Virgin Galactic stock in 2022, it's one of the best performing assets out there, okay? I cannot say it from any other stock that I am so convinced with all the upcoming, let's say, events and triggers for the stock that it's going up 50% within the next year, okay? Now, on the other hand, we have also the opportunity, and that gets, pretty fast, when the stock can go on the upper end of this channel, okay? This means that in the year 2022, let's say by the end of 2022, we could be as high as $77, okay? So the range here is somewhere between 45 and 77 in the next couple of 1.5 years. Now, on the short term, you can see here, we are in a pretty much neutral setup. We went down over the last couple of weeks when we touched the, upper trend line here with $55, and we are saved, or even we didn't touch even the 50 moving average. So technically speaking, we are in the bottom currently, with saving us the 50 moving average, then the channel here, and then even the 200 moving average is just below that. So a pretty substantial bottom here. So it's a pretty good way to go higher from here. I'm very much convenient with this situation. Great time to load the boat, because in just 6 days we are looking into the Q2 earnings, and maybe there will be a little of a surprise for all of us. So in my personal opinion, what can space really, or basically any stock, but low valuation stocks can really explode with big announcement. We have seen this when they announced just out of the blue the FAA commercial license. Okay, nobody expected that it comes so fast, so the stock went up 40%. And today I want to talk about 5 top secret announcements that we know could come. We don't know when, but when they come, I think that space at least double-digit growth in value of the stock, okay? So the first one is the update on the point-to-point travel. You remember this very nice render of this basically, 2.0 airplane that will bring you from London to New York in 90 minutes. I think if they have some big announcement about that, I think that would be very, very good, okay? The second is actually a new spaceport. We know that there's some discussion. There's old interviews with George Whiteside. He said like, we have something with Italy. That's why maybe there's an announcement after the Italian Air Force went into space and came back, and they say, the next spaceport will be maybe in Italy. Another candidate is also UK or Abu Dhabi or Dubai, okay? So I think this is also very interesting. Then another reason that the stock can pop tremendously would be actually the announcement of how much ticket they sell. Around the Richard Branson flight, so any minute now, they can reopen the ticket sale. And if in a matter of days they will say, guys, we have sold tickets worth $250 million, I think that could bring the stock very, very much up, okay? This is something that I think could really, really benefit the stock and the overall, kind of value for the company, okay? People would understand, okay, this company has so much in backlog that they can decide about the price, very, very much. And second, there's lots and lots of people that want to actually do this. Then I think another big thing would be also a big NASA contract. We know that NASA is trying a little bit with small contracts here and there with payloads, but imagine they would say, we have now a contract with Virgin Galactic for $50 million, okay, to have, 50 flights, or we have kind of, a multi-year $1 billion contract to have a lot of research with Virgin Galactic. Something like that would be absolutely mind-blowing, all right? And the last thing, I think, is something about the current experience. As you know, and as the negative news goes around space, the only experience is this, low orbit, 50 kilometers in the air experience. But what about, and actually they have already a hint to that on their website, that they gathering interested people who want to go to the International Space Station, that imagine they would announce that, we just built the prototype of the next spaceship that will not only bring us to space, but it will bring us to orbit. This would be absolutely insane. And then, really then, we going to the moon.